Hello and welcome back. Today we're doing another episode of the Unhuntables Coin Hunt and podcast with my good friend and fellow coin tuber, Grosey Coin Hunts.
Hello?
I thought you were going to say hello then. So, we're doing 20p's this week, right?
Yes, 20p's.
20p's. What we're looking for, we want the 1986, 2017 and 2018, which are NIFCs.
Yep, that's right.
And then the 2008 Crowned Rose, or the Gardener design. And the 2008 undated one, which would be the real highlight. Other than that, some territories, world coins, other oddities would be very much appreciated. So, first thing I had in my show notes, this was going to be the finale. We were going to trial doing 2 episodes of each of the denominations, and we've decided that we actually want to carry on for the time being, didn't we?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, as you said, it's going to be rude not to continue until we find something extremely good.
Yeah, especially an NIFC. I would love to find an NIFC. I'm sure you would as well. And it's the I want to beat Grosey to that NIFC find. To be fair.
Definitely. Yeah, it'd be amazing to find one of those, and probably a YouTube first as well. I don't know if any of the other coin tubers have found any NIFCs from these denominations.
Yeah, so we plan to continue for the foreseeable at least. And both of us just come back from a Royal Mint trip, which was a very fun trip, as it always is, seeing a bunch of our fellow coin tubers and friends and viewers, subscribers, and especially the one particular one that flew in from abroad on that. So my Royal Mint vlog will be up a week from today, so stay tuned for that.
No, there's probably more people than ever that we saw down there, so it was a fantastic
busy trip, and I think it's because we had so much notice, letting everyone know we were going to be there, allowed for more people to plan and attend, which I always think is really fun. We have got the next one booked though. Can you remember the dates? I can't.
It's the 9th, I've just got my calendar here, I think it's the 9th and the 10th. So it's the Friday and Saturday, not the Saturday and Sunday, because the Strike Your Own changes on the Saturday.
Yeah.
I think the tours are particularly tricky to get hold of on the 10th, because obviously it's the first day of the new strike. So yeah, my tours are the... sorry, I just dropped the thing. 3 PM on Friday the 9th of December, and then 2 PM on the 10th of December on Saturday. I think your one on Saturday was slightly different, but yeah, the 9th and the 10th of December.
Yeah, it just allows us in one trip to hit both of the last Strike Your Owns for the year, the Harry Potter one, which it changes to imminently, isn't it? And then it's going to change again to the Hogwarts Express, which is, to be fair, the coin out of that 4 set of Harry Potter coins that I'm looking most forward to, because we don't know what the design looks like yet. We got a little teaser image of what it might look like if you pre-ordered the whole set. It gave you the images that the designs have been based off of. So that's the one that had quite a lot of motion and movement in it, which I'm quite excited to see. I'm not sure that the design would work too much without the colour, and I think sometimes the design lends itself to a colorized version to smooth out the differences.
You get more detail in terms of contrasting with the colorized version, so yeah,
it's things like the 2020 Peter Rabbit, the last Peter Rabbit 50p, or the Winnie the Pooh and Friends, the first one of those. They looked much better with color on it, so I think there might be much the same with this Hogwarts Express coin. But no, I'm excited again to go down the last trip of the year, to close off the year, and then we'll be looking into 2023. How mad is that? The year is rapidly disappearing, isn't it?
I know, it feels like we have this conversation every year though. More so at the moment than ever, it feels like, but as I said, it's going to be exciting as well next year. Annual sets, I think those are going to be the very exciting.
Yeah, true. I'm not sure how quickly they're going to be available though, but I'm excited to get my hands on them when they do arrive. But the one thing we are going to get our hands on this side of the new year is the latest Music Legends coin.
Yeah, I've probably never heard of.
So Music Legends, I quite like this series. Can you remember the 4 that we've had already, Grosey?
So there's been The Who, you've had David Bowie, you've had Elton John, and Queen.
Yeah. So
and then this one, was it Rolling Stone?
The Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones.
Yes. Mick Jagger.
It means nothing to me.
Yes, we found out Grosey doesn't know who the Rolling Stones are. So Says more about Grosey than I think it says about the Rolling Stones, but...
Probably,
but
yes.
I must admit, I was more than surprised that it's another male band. I mean, there are plenty of bands that the Rolling Stones totally make sense. Rolling Stones, Beatles, Led Zeppelin. There was another one in my mind that I've totally forgotten what it was. That I thought, Pink Floyd, that was the one I was thinking of. That makes sense, but I think it's time that we had a female on the music legends.
I say this from a point of view of not knowing any music legends, you know what I'm like, but can you think of any sort of female music legends off the top of your head as an example?
Yeah. Shirley Bassey? Annie Lennox?
No idea. That's true. I think we were listening to Annie Lennox.
We were
at the Mint.
Yeah. Sweet Dreams, the Eurythmics. Kate Bush. Lulu. I was going through all these trying to guess who it could have been. I think lots of people said Adele. I think she's too modern, too soon to be a legend. Yet she will be a legend in 2 more decades, I guess. But Amy Winehouse is another one that was hotly suggested. There is a whole plethora of amazing female music legends, and I think it's a bit of a shame that it's been a bit of an all-male cast so far. But who knows? Maybe next year. Because I must admit that this series had ended. I didn't expect us to get any more music legends, which I thought was a real shame, because I think it's a really cool sort of... These coins that sort of delve into popular culture, I think, open the door for many other popular culture kind of things to start appearing on our coins, which I think would be good, because I think it's like Beatrix Potter is not so much pop culture, but things that are effectively current, or people that might have an interest, like James Bond, like Harry Potter. The things that are in the zeitgeist that people that maybe don't have an interest in coins might have an interest in those, and that could get them into the hobby.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, for me personally, as I said, the music legends, there are other sets that do more for me than the music legends set, but obviously, that being said, there are plenty of people that obviously are well into their music and that kind of thing, so it makes complete sense, obviously, to have it as a series, but I think I'm probably not the correct target market for it.
No, but I quite like it. So we've also had the Snowman 50p that's come out. What did you think of that?
Yeah, to be honest with you, potentially up there with one of my favourite ones. I mean, it's quite similar to the 2020 Snowman. In fact, it's almost not an exact copy, but it's the same sort of scene, but instead of hugging the boy, he's hugging the snow dog. But, I mean, I still think it looks stunning, especially the silver proof. The way the colours, the blues, the purples, the pinks, it just looks amazing.
I think it was the one the year before was my favourite.
2021.
I can't quite remember. I can't quite differentiate. I know the first one was them flying. The second one was with the snowman with the boy stood in front of him. The third one was that picture of the
third one was the snowman hugging the boy, and then the fourth one was the one with the snowman drawing with his finger the smile on his face.
Yeah.
So the snowman kind of standing up tall, and then the little boy's like leaning up, reaching up to actually draw the thing.
Okay. I find it hard to differentiate which one was which year, but there was one design that really jumped out to me that year, and I loved the colouring, and I like the sort of the depth of it. And that was definitely my highlight, Snowman one. But I like this one again. I like the Snowman series. I think it's a real shame it's not a Strike Your Own this year, though.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think that it's it seemed like it had just become the classic sort of Christmas Strike Your Own. Because it's a festive coin, it makes complete sense. But I was going to say, I think that the one thing that I do think, and it applies not just to the Snowman one, with the silver-proof coins, I had to buy the silver-proof because the colour of it looked amazing, but you do lose that sort of, that level of, you know, that when the silver-proofs, they really have that shine to them. The colourised versions, you lose that a little bit, but I think
because on some of the previous, even the colourised silver proofs, the sky in the first one, the ice or the snow that stood on the second one, you could still see the silver proof through it.
It's kind of like the base metal part of it, and it's kind of a mixture of both, so you do lose that a little bit when the whole design is with the colour on it. I'm not sure what material they use for that. But, no, that being said, it's still a stunning coin.
Yeah, so there, again, thumbs up from me, thumbs up from Groseys, sounds good to me. And then, so yesterday, it will be yesterday when this video goes up, but this is probably the most up-to-date time we have recorded the podcast event of this video, so unless something monumental like another change of chance with the Exchequer happens overnight, we should be pretty bang up to date
Yes.
the news and everything. But today the Memorial Sovereign has come out, which is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, definitely. Again, I'm not one that buys sovereigns regularly. It's a bit above my league when it comes to coins, but I did have a little look beforehand, and it looks stunning.
I did actually buy that one this morning.
Did you?
I was umming and ahhing about it over the weekend because the image is leaked across social medias and things quite early, and I really like the design. It's about Jodie Clark as well, the reverse of it, which I didn't realise until today.
That's interesting.
So what's interesting is that this year is a year where we have two sovereigns. We had the one with the Platinum Jubilee, which had Timothy Node's reverse and Jodie Clark's fifth portrait of the Queen in the obverse, and this one will have Jodie Clark's reverse and Martin Jennings' obverse. So
yeah.
Jodie Clark.
In other words, you're going to have every sovereign from now on.
I mean, no, not necessarily. This is if it was just the St George and the Dragon design, would I be as tempted? Probably not. What was almost put me off was because it's quite a high mintage. They've hiked the price up quite a bit. But I think just sort of numismatic history-wise, the first sovereign with King Charles III is quite a cool one to have.
Definitely. I think as well, because again everyone's going to have the same idea of buying it, that there's going to be quite a few of them out there, so not necessarily, and don't take it as financial or investing advice, but not necessarily one I would put all my money in as an investment to rise up, but obviously you do have that historical factor as well. But also potentially the final Queen Elizabeth one as well would be
the fact that that's also a one-off design. The Platinum Jubilee is the last sovereign that will have her minted on it, so yeah, that's another one that's quite a poignant change in our currency. But I'm excited for that one to arrive. I've never bought a sovereign before. I bought a bullion half sovereigns before, but this is my first meandering into the proof sovereign. So I'm excited to get my hands on it. But I think it's quite cool. Last thing that's on my list is the City Views coin. So the Rome one came out a while ago. Mine finally arrived. And have you seen the design of that yet?
I haven't. No, I've not seen it, to be fair.
Yeah, so it's the second one in that series. It started with London earlier in this year, which I bought and I love. It's a really beautiful design. The Rome one, again, it's a really intricate, really fine, really detailed design. Not, in my mind, as good as the London one. It's the way the mountains look in the background. It's a very fine detail on the whole of it, apart from the mountains, which are just two triangles, which I think doesn't really meld together, so to speak. But the exciting thing was my COA number. I got number 8, which doesn't happen all that often. I think it's my
number 8 of 8 or
no, 8 of a couple of thousand. But I only have 2 coins which I have a single-digit COA number for, so I was very excited to get that, because you got a quite low one recently, didn't you?
Yes, I was excited. My 2022 Snowman 50p silver proof was number 67, which is very low, of I think 5,000 again, or something like that, something plus 10 or whatever it was. Again, I've never had a serial number as low before. I don't know if it adds value, probably not, but it's just...
No, I don't think it adds value. In fact, I've been told by other people that are in the know that the COA doesn't even correlate to the order they were struck in as well, so...
They're just randomly done, are they?
Possibly. But I think, because, again, it'd be cool to have a number 1, definitely.
Yeah. Do you reckon number 1 gets specifically allocated to, like, the coin designer, or...?
I don't know. I know at Britannia Coin Company we've had some COA number 1 coins. The exciting one was our gold. We had a gold-proof BBC 50p, and obviously that was celebrating 100 years of the BBC, and we got COA number 100.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Which is really cool. In fact, I think we had the COA 1 gold-proof Brexit 50p as well, which again is quite a cool number to have. But like you said, does it add value? I don't think so, unless it's a lucky number. My lucky number is 12, so I do have a Britannia 3 Ages of Women. I think it's the 1 ounce that's COA number 12, which I was over the moon to get that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think again, it's not something I would necessarily pay extra for, but it's certainly cool if you buy it anyway, and then that's the number it gets, then it's cool.
Yeah. It's just a nice bit of fun, and then comparing what numbers everyone's got is quite a bit of fun, especially when you beat Grosey every time.
Right, and on that happy note, let's get back to the coins.
Yeah.
Joking.
No, that is the end, so we will end it there. Obviously, we'll continue the podcasty chat over on Groseys' half of this video, so head on over to Groseys' half of this video, and we will carry on jabbering along. Well then, overall, not a bad result. We've got the Isle of Man. This one's a little bit beaten up. Is it Russian Abbey? Pretty cool. As I said, not the nicest condition, but it's still a territory nonetheless. This one, was this Guernsey? Yeah. And then Gibraltar. We've got a good range of different territories there. Very cool. 3 2008 crowned Tudor roses, and this one just got a bit of cut metal, as you can see at the top of the Queen's hair there, which I thought was quite neat. Spotted it as I was flicking through it. Otherwise, a fairly standard coin. I'm going to have to speak to Grosey in the next episode of the Unhuntables in a fortnight's time. Where would we grade a CUD era coin in sort of the standings? We obviously put NIFCs, the undated 20 pence, above territories, than the territories above key dates, but CUD coin, maybe it's sort of the same branch as a foreign coin. If there's a tie, they would break the tie. But let me know in the comments what's your favourite coin from today's video. Head on over to Groseys' channel for the second half of the podcasty bit of the video, and also links in the description to my coin collecting Discord server, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the new PO Box address, and of course the Britannia Coin Company who I work for as my day job. All it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.